Hello. Today I'm going to read you a narrative poem. It's a story I originally wrote for my godson, so it's really geared for children, although there is an element to it that might appeal to adults as well, I'm hoping. All about two children and their encounter with their Uncle Carbuncle, which is the title of the poem as well. It is a fairly long poem, so do be warned, but enjoy. "Oh dear," our mother said, clasping the letter that she'd read and reread. "Oh dear indeed," our father fiercely growled as he scowled and rescowled. Sister picked up the envelope florid, scanned the contents, but found nothing torrid. Father's glare said it all. To send such a weird thing, what nerve, what gall! Mauve letters, what would the postman think? Our fine standing would shrink. What? Why was he coming? What could it all mean? What had stirred up Uncle, so seldom seen? We looked at each other, plucking up courage to ask dear mother, "Why? What can it be that causes such woe?" "Well," she said in tones low, "Uncle Carbuncle, he's coming to stay. This letter came late. He's due here today." We fell silent with shock. Alone could be heard the grandfather clock. Uncle Carbuncle we'd met once before. Of him our view was poor. "Your mother's brother," said father, sniffing, a sure sign of a forthcoming tiffing. Out we went with the dog, to wander the hills obscured by grey fog. Creeping and silent like Uncle it coiled, up White Horse Hill we toiled, each of our steps like a tick on the clock, count down till Uncle's car came into dock. By the horsehead we trudged, till Bulgan sat down and would not be budged. Our husky threw back his head and howled deep. Wild panic gripped the sheep. Down the horseback Balgan started yanking. We heard the car coming, lurching and clanking. Fog lights scouring the gloom leaden our steps to avuncular doom. Aged her stores, disgorged, bloated hop-toed, hued green, eyes bug, legs bowed. Uncle Carbuncle leapt, gurgling with glee, croaking so loudly we wanted to flee. At table set for 5, for genteel talk did our poor father strive, but Uncle babbled of magic and myth. Father began to sniff. Mother fretted, for he talked of spells and spirits, strange old gods and fairy bells. Early we went to bed, though sister and I found that sleep had fled. The clock struck 13, and the boards did creak. Downstairs we went to sneak, and there saw Uncle donning a green cape. "Come with me," he croaked, "let's have a wild jape." Podgy hand sister took, she grabbed me too, as he with laughter shook. "Away, away," he trilled as the house quaked. Jade light for him his arm snaked. Hauling us in its wake we rode the surge towards the great horse hill, leaping the verge. To earth we 3 fools fell, sprawled on white horseback at midnight's last bell. Midst chalk we rolled, Uncle laughing a gale. "Here's our mount, seize his tail." With that the vast beast galloped, chalk no more, horseflesh snorting, alive for sure. "Where are we going?" we cried, sister and I. "To court me a new bride from the land of the Seelie," Uncle squealed. Moonlight below revealed a wondrous world where the white horse sat down in dank marsh near a rickety stilt town. "Welcome to fairyland," Uncle declared, though it seemed far from grand. No butterfly wings and gossamer wisps, or floaty bints with lisps, just mud and murk. From the huts moss men came, warty, webbed, and waddling, their maids the same. Their chief laid on a feast. We dined well till the sun rose in the east. Out came Anura, daughter of the chief, called uncle her love's fief. Dreamed of him she had neath the silent moon, sickly endearments she began to croon. Clammy hands grasped, eyes met, hearts beat in accord, caught in love's fine net. Her not say, for each toad there is a wart, they are each other's sort. The chief's eyes bugged the more with rage to see his spawn fawn over this mere mage. Uncle's earnest words failed. Against mixing pure blood the moss king railed. Anura wept, professed that love transcends all that dark fate intends. Her brothers menaced us with rusted blades. It seemed we three would soon join pale death's shades. Apona, unshod queen! Our wizard uncle called forces unseen. Winds swelled, trees groaned, bogs bubbled, hungry mire. Moss men quaked at such ire. Scattered before the white horse storming through, hauled in its wake we and the lovers true. On sky waves riding fast, below valleys, woodlands, towns and fields past. Like wild salmon to the source we returned, exhausted and wind-burned. 4 souls upon the great green hilltop lay, listening to dawn's heralds' sweet tunes play. Father balked at our tale. Mother met our guests, smiled wan and went pale. Uncle booked a hand-fasting for moon's tide. Kin summoned to meet the bride. Aunts, cousins, grannies came, a band most weird in face, fashion and faith. Poor father sneered. Webbed fingers clutched so sweet. Uncle and Anura like frogs on heat. Witches and druids whirled in a wild dance. To taste mead our first chance. We seized midst cackling crones and wolf-toothed lords. Whilst our parents hid, we joined with the hordes. We could have danced all night, but sleep finally came with heavy might, and we knew no more. Till at noon we stirred, as father brought us word that the in-laws had gone like morning dew, leaving naught but one enormous horseshoe. Thank you.